Welcome to Contextual Electronics. My name is Chris Gamel, and today we're going to be going over some pad shapes. This is part of, in KiCad 5, this is a new feature, and this is a welcome one. Not something I've actually used that much yet myself because I just discovered it a couple weeks ago. And, you know, I'm still getting used to this, and I think it's one of those things where if you're not following along with the development, you're not going to necessarily see all the new features, but that's what I'm trying to showcase here. So first off, let's talk about how it used to be. If you wanted to have a shape that was not a square or a circle or even just a slightly weird one, you basically had to do some weirdness. Let's show like how I would have done it in the past. If I was doing this in the old days, what I would have done is I would have grabbed, if I needed to have like a corner, like a weird shape, I basically would have taken, let me get a smaller grid here. I would have basically taken a part like this and I would have overlaid it. So basically having the same pin number and then overlaying it until it had the outline that I needed to have. Now that could be really, really weird, especially if it was like a rounded shape or something like that. And if you don't know this, sorry, I should probably show where we are right now. This is actually in the footprint editor, right? So this is actually a footprint editor. You could also get to this through the PCB-New, the layout editor, and then there's a button that shows this as well. And then I went in, I opened a library, and then I opened the part here. Okay, so that's just the starting point, and we'll go over that in other videos as well. But the main thing to show here is that we can start to do some custom shapes. Let's actually go in and modify this shape. Now, I've been doing a lot of things that basically are simple, like I said, simple these days. But I've taken to actually adding in math from, you know, if I have a data sheet that has a bunch of measurements on it, then I'll go and do that in here, and that basically has improved my, you know, instead of just trying to gently place where things are, you know, I could just try and like, oh, well, seek and find and see if I can get the right coordinates down in the XY area down here, right? But the right way to do it, I think, is to mouse over, hit E, and then actually put in the exact position. Now that means you're going to have to do a little bit more math, but I think that is actually the right way to do it and the most precise way to do it. Now, what we really want to do here is look at the shape that we're working with. And what we see here is there's actually some more shapes than there used to be. It used to just be circular, oval, rectangular, trapezoid. I don't think we even had a rounded rectangle in the past. And so that alone is a nice one. But let's go into here. We're going to say custom rectangular anchor, right? And we're going to say the rectangular anchor here. And then we're going to go up to this tab up here and go to custom shape primitives. From here, we can actually go and start to create a new add-on to this shape, right? So we have a square to start with, and what we're going to do is we're going to actually add a polygon. And now we can just literally go in and start adding coordinates of different parts that we want to tack onto this square. So let's say 1, 1, oops, 1, 1. I can add another corner, so now it's a triangle, right? So say I do 2, 1, and let's add one more, and this will actually make it like more of a trapezoid kind of thing. And this will be 3, 4. Let's see what that looks like. All right, so basically that was not very, let's make this, how about 5? So now you at least have a bend in here. So now we have this like kind of odd shape. Obviously it's not connected here, and I'm not even working off a data sheet. So, but basically you could start to add arbitrary shapes to your pads, and it's all within the same pad shape here. Now you wouldn't necessarily want to do this for something like a, you wouldn't want to do this for a graphic or anything like that. But yeah, you know, from looking at a data sheet, this might be how you want to do it. We could also, we can go into here and do geometry transform, and then we can go back and actually move it around. So we can move it by 1 millimeter, and now it moves over that way. We can also, oops, again, got to select it. We can move it back. So if we do -2, so now it's a little bit closer. And basically it's just taking those and moving that math around. It's not necessarily the easiest thing to do. I would personally prefer, oh, it has to actually intersect as well, sorry. So let's move that top corner up into there. Actually, we can just geometry transform it up. I think it's -1. There we go. See if that does it. There we go. So now we have this funky shape here. Personally, I think it's better if you are able to just click and drag it, but that's not always the case here. I don't believe we actually are able to modify it. I think we can explode it to graphic shapes. So maybe we can modify some of these things here. This is personally the way that I would like to do it, but I think you need to start from that geographic model. So that's one thing to do. Let's see if we can get it back together now. create pad from selected shape. So that's another way to do it basically, is if you start from that geographic thing, you can then go in and make a more arbitrary shape here. Again, like I said, I personally prefer to do the math in the first place because a lot of times you're working from an actual data sheet and you need to have that more precise measurement there. If you're just clicking and dragging around, you're going to kind of be in the same position where you're probably not doing exactly what the data sheet says. And let me tell you, I have other videos about this, but let me tell you, this can really ruin your day or your weekend or your week or your month or your year. If you have the wrong footprint, sometimes it's not even that obvious, but you might just be off, and your soldering is just going to be a little bit wonky, and it can cause problems for the life of your product, and it's just these intermittent failures. This may be me talking from experience, so make sure you get your footprints right and make sure you get your shapes right. If you want to talk about footprints themselves, we talk about that stuff all the time on Contextual Electronics. That's contextualelectronics.com. We also have a forum where you want to discuss general electronics. It's forum.contextualelectronics.com. And finally, you can talk about this feature itself on the KiCad forums. That's forum.kicad.info. We'll have more videos here about footprints and layout and electronics and everything else fun. Thanks for watching.